Alright guys, I'm back with my review of American Horror Story Coven, Episode 10, Protect the Coven. And this one starts off with a flashback to 1830, I believe, with Delphine torturing her first slave. And then it cuts to the present day, and the witches are having a funeral for Nan, who they say slipped in the bathtub. And Queenie shows up. She's still alive, and she's got Delphine, Kathy Bates, on a leash. She put her back together. And we see Delphine working as a servant again at the Coven house, and she's cleaning up after them. She actually feeds them Madison's shit in their supper, unbeknownst to them. And she's really depressed about this life, having to be a servant for the witches. But then she sees this black guy, I guess he's a landscaper, who cuts his hand in the garden. And she sees the blood. And she thinks back to when she was running her own house and torturing people. And she thinks maybe her curiosity in torturing those people is what kept her alive back then. So she takes this guy up to Spaulding's room, and she's torturing people again. So she cuts off one of his toes with the pliers, and that was all we saw, but you can only imagine what she did to this poor guy. So I guess the song Queenie played for her didn't reach her after all. But yeah, she's back torturing people again, and Spaulding, he disappeared and nobody gave a shit. So he performs a spell on the bathtub and sees the reflection of Fiona and Marie, so she knows that they're the ones who actually killed Nan. And Madison walks in, and she wants to mess around with Kyle because she knows Zoe's in love with him. And Kyle refuses her, so she gets pissed off and attacks Zoe. Myrtle Snow runs in and starts yelling at Madison. Madison calls her Carrot Top and then storms out. Spaulding's ghost appears to Delphine, and he says what she did to that guy was art, and she shouldn't be taking orders from Marie. She should kill Marie. And Delphine says, well, she's immortal. But Spaulding says she can be defeated with magic, and he's willing to help her with that, but she has to go get some item for him. Meanwhile, Fiona is having sex with the Axeman. He wants to run away with her. Queenie moves back into the house. And finally, Cordelia is trying to create some potion to get her vision powers back, and it doesn't work. So she stabs her eyes out. Why not just try one eye and see if you get the powers back? But she just stabs them both out. Delphine brings Spaulding what he asked for. It's a doll. And he gives her the potion, which is really just Benadryl. So he tricked her. It was all to get a doll. Then we see Myrtle Snow talking to Zoe. And she tells Zoe that she needs to leave town with Kyle, and she gives him a couple of bus passes. The corporation holds a meeting with Fiona and Marie. This was terrible. And Fiona and Marie have a butler with them. I think they said his name was Emerald. But it's really the Axeman. So the witch hunters are losing all this money, and they offer a truce. They won't hunt any witches for 100 years. And while they're talking, the Axeman walks behind the corporation, and we see him preparing his axe, even though there's a freaking guard right behind Fiona watching him. I mean, come on, this was so freaking lazy. So the Axeman takes out the axe, and he starts killing them. All of them. I'm talking like 8 guys here. And he kills everybody, which is ridiculous. I mean, these are witch hunters who are trained since birth and have guns, and they're being killed by a serial killer who uses an axe. Are you fucking kidding me right now? So it comes down to Hank, or not Hank, Hank's father. He's the last one alive, and Fiona kills him with the axe. They killed him, all of them, the entire corporation. So like I said in my review of the last episode, or the episode before that, I can't really remember, why did it take them so long to attack the corporation if they're this easy to defeat? If it was this easy, why did they wait all these years, hundreds of years, to take on the witch hunters? It's absurd. Terrible. Very lazy writing. Delphine drugs Marie with the Benadryl, and when she's about to fall asleep, Delphine stabs her in the heart with a knife, and Marie just pulls it out and laughs at her. She says, I'm immortal, you can't kill me. So she chases after Delphine, and Spaulding hits Marie in the back of the head, and she falls down the stairs. and he tells Delphine to go bury her. And Delphine says, what's the point? She's just going to dig her way out. And he says, we'll make it so that she can't. Then Zoe is telling Kyle to get ready so they can catch the bus. And Kyle says he doesn't want to go. He may hurt her or someone else. But then he does decide to go, so we see the two of them get on the bus and leave. I almost forgot, but Spaulding takes the baby that Marie was keeping, so now he has a living doll. That was the actual end of the episode. But overall, I thought this was a pretty dumb episode. I didn't really care for this one. I felt like the corporation was too easily defeated by the Axeman, no less, who is just a shitty fucking character. I despise this character. Any scene he is in, I just can't stand. He's so annoying. And like I've said before, it's not the actor. He does a good job with the role. It's just the character sucks. And I didn't really care for the Benadryl thing either. They could have done something else with that. It was supposed to be like a dumb joke, and this close to the final episode, I couldn't believe they were still doing shit like this. It's like Delphine is so old she doesn't know what Benadryl is, so it's funny, haha, and it was just dumb. But anyways, that's my review. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this episode in the comments, and thanks for watching.